you have for me?
I'm afraid you were right, Mrs. Swift.
I think I'll go back to Miss Moore, but I'd much prefer if you call me Diana.
I'm sorry for the way it turned out, Diana.
I'm not. Your payment should already be in your account. This is just a bonus.
A murder mystery?
Yes, it was from my husband, but well, that ship has sailed. I'll be attending. I'd love for you to join. It's based on the Sherlock Holmes book. I saw them here last time I came.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. See you around.
I'll see you soon.
I'm so glad you make it. I didn't think you were going to come. I was getting bored. The other guys just weren't getting my attention.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I will be your host for this weekend. I'll also be your partner in helping you solve the mystery. First, I must ask that all of you let me keep your mobile phones, as we really need to create the illusion that we are in the Victorian era. These will be taken to the safe and returned to you on Sunday night. Now let me introduce you to the cast. Playing the governess of the house, Catherine Richards. And playing the role of Watson for the very first time, Scott Tallant. I'll just let you all get to know one another, and the mystery begins at 7 p.m. in the dining room.
Let's get out of here. I want to walk the grounds. So, tell me a bit about yourself.
What's it to say, really?
Well, what made you take me up on my offer?
Ah!
Oh, God, I'll get help.
There's no point. He's dead. I need you to alert the rest of the guests. It's important that we contact the authorities. Can I have access to a phone?
All phones were locked away. Just now the only key.
I checked all his pockets. He didn't have any keys on him at all. If he didn't have them, where would he have kept them?
No, he kept the keys with him at all times.
Okay, thanks.
So, what are we doing?
Not a thing.
Why? We could call the police at least.
We would have if we had phones, but we don't.
And the actors don't either?
He insisted to lock their phones away. They came in taxis just like us. We're alone and it's too far to walk.
Oh God, I can't believe you committed suicide. I don't get it.
I don't think you understand. I heard arguing, and I don't think it was a suicide. Then there was the way he died.
What do you mean?
Well, Sherlock Holmes was famously pushed off a waterfall in The Final Problem. And then look at this.
No, surely it's some sick coincidence.
I hope so. should take Miss Richards through to her room to rest and discuss the situation as a group.
Don't worry, I'll take her to her room.
I suspect that the late Mr. Marks was murdered, as I heard arguing before he fell. He had the only copy of the key that opens the safe that holds every one of our phones, unless anyone was less than truthful. Okay, there's little we can do then. We'll just have to ride this one out. As I understand it, everyone was in their rooms separately. Therefore, everyone is now a suspect. How is she?
No pulse. What is it back there?
It's a poisonous snake. Just like...
What was it?
Specklebound. Another Sherlock Holmes short story where the father murders one of his daughters. He feeds a poisonous snake through the grate in the bedroom wall. This is certainly no coincidence. There's a murderer somewhere on the grounds. I need to move. Where do you think you've been?
I need you to drink.
Take a seat in there. Catherine is dead. It appears that there's a murderer somewhere on the grounds. Perhaps even in our presence. We're all going to stay in this room as to not make targets of ourselves. We have enough food and water to make it through the next few days comfortably. So we'll just hang tight until the taxis return.
Don't worry, I'm just going for a cigarette.
Think I'll join you for one? Right, who is he?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really? Because I saw the same light trick in the Hound of the Baskervilles.
I don't know what you mean.
You've been supplying information to the murderer. And God help me. What happened to you?
Bastard! What was the back?
man wasn't one of our party. He was one. Connor Anderson. I see. There's no need to worry. The murderer is dead. I've not killed the murderer. He's done that job himself. I found this, tied to a rock in the river underneath the bridge. I believe he shot himself and tried to conceal the fact by using this method, which he probably read in The Problem of Thor Bridge. We will be bothered by murderers no longer, so we can all rest well. Diana, can I speak with you a moment? I understand that originally I was hired under a false pretense. I realised after our second meeting when I saw underneath your wedding ring there was no mark at all, which means you hadn't been wearing it long, or the man you had me spying was not your husband. I came on this trip to find out why you hired me. I believe that Connor was the original owner of the murder mystery company that hired Catherine and Justin, and that Catherine was his ex-wife. After being divorced, he was forced out of the company and lost a considerable amount of money. I now see that you're most likely his girlfriend, and have been feeding him information this whole time, and that I noticed that when he killed himself it was quite a considerable shock to you. What I don't understand is why you invited me. You had no reason to, and if anything you knew it would be a thorn in your side.
Connor said that it would be a proper mystery without a proper detective. You have proven yourself to be more than adequate. Connor had a nice stash of dough hidden away, and I know where it is. No one can connect us to it or him. We could just hide away for a few days until this all blows over and run away together.
There's something you should know. I found this key in Connor's body. He obviously took it from Justin. I called the police a little while ago. Talk about perfect timing. Now you don't think I leave a loaded gun anywhere near a creature like you?
Police! Nobody move!